Hey, can you guys hear me? How we doing? All right. That's true. You guys okay? Can you hear me? Shalom, if you can hear me. Yes, live, baby, live. I just need to make a quick adjustment. I came down early and then the time snuck up on me. So let me just hold on. Okay. No. It's this one. Okay. All right. How are you all? I just have to do my routine. I have to start up PowerPoint, then I have to kill PowerPoint, and then it will be okay. So it's kind of funny. Can you hear me okay? All right, we're almost back. There we go. Should be good. Right. What am I looking for? Tonight's tea from English Tea Shop, organic, kosher, green centra, white tea, and matcha. And I mixed a peppermint and vanilla sugar-free mix into that to give it a little extra, well, to be able to bear the matcha. If Joshua Shabel's out there listening, this matcha's for you. And for all the Russian viewers, it's a new matcha. It's a matcha. All right. Just a little bit of goofiness there. Matcha means urine in Russian, so you gotta make sure to say it right. Okay. Okay. Now, interesting. It seems like a bit of a delay. Do you see the Hebrew behind me right now? YouTube isn't showing that the Hebrew is visible there. Do you guys see that? Give me a one if you see the Hebrew. Hope you see the Hebrew. Okay, great. Good. All right. אדוני, אדוננו, מה ידיח שמך? כן יהי רצון, כי בלילה הזאת אני יכול לדבר רק כי אתה רוצה. תפתח את פי, כי אני יכול לדבר את דבריך. לא לי ולך יהיה כל הכבוד. תשלח נא, אבא, את ברכות טוב משמיים ממעל, על כל תלמידיי. בכל הדברים האלה אנחנו נברכך בזכות ישוע המשיח. Okay, let's get started. So I thought, hey, let's do live tonight. So hopefully everything will work out all right. We just can't do 4K when we do it that way, but c'est la vie, no? Let me know if the audio gets too quiet or anything. I hope it's okay. So let's start with Exodus chapter 29, verse 41. There. Then it can be closer. Okay. All right. And it says, iva'eid keves hasheini taaseh bein haarbayim kminchat haboker ochniskah taaseh nicho'ach isheh ledoroteikhem. All right. Oh, good. Gary says the audio is great. Nice. Aaron's got his lemon for the tea. Oh, yeah, I should have put lemon. Well, I have lemon concentrate. I don't have actual lemon, but lemon concentrate would have been good. All right. Let's read. Iva'eid, and here's the object. Eid is the object, right? So, keves. What is a keves? Kaf, beit, seen. If you're just listening, a keves is a young male sheep. Okay? Keves. Hasheini, the second one. Oops, and I did not put the red dot in there. How did I miss that? Amazing. Okay, let's fix it now. We have that strong dagash. Okay. And of course, the mnemonic is, if you know how to say the in ancient Hebrew, ancient as in pre-biblical Hebrew, it was hal. Right? We got this little special lamed here. Hal was the. Sorry for my weird looking lamed. And what happened is that lamed always assimilates. It goes into the next letter if it can. So we end up with hal. So hal. Oh, I'm blocking with my head. Perfect. Okay, let's fix this. Hal meant the. Hasheini is the second, and that became hasheini. Right? So we have two of them there. Hasheini, the second. So iva'eid keves hasheini. Now the second keves, taaseh, you shall make or prepare. Go back. Sorry about that. To get my arrow in the right place. Is Maeve here with us? I'm sure she likes this. Bein, between, the haarbayim. Now the ending here, this is a dual ending. Whenever something ends in usually that means there's two of the thing, right? So for example, yad achat, yad shenit, yadayim. Two yads, two hands. Okay? Ayin, einayim. Two ayins, two eyes. And it's really interesting when you deal with certain words that only occur in this form. For example, the word for life. Who knows how to say life? Chaim. It's two chives. And my own opinion on this is I think it's because we are appointed to live twice. Once is this life where we are tested, and the next is olam haba, the life to come. I do not believe in the Kabbalistic reincarnation of human beings. And mathematically, it doesn't solve the problem for me. So what's nice about the Kabbalistic, the mystical interpretation, that, if there's rebirth, you go back into the Gilgal, you go again and again and again, is it solves a lot of problems people think, right? Like, for example, a baby died. Well, that was just his fate. He's supposed to come and be a baby, and that was the one thing he was lacking for Olam Haba, and now he was a baby, and now he can go be with Hashem, right? And it seems on the surface to solve this problem, except if you know mathematics, and then it doesn't solve anything, rather. Because what it means is the person who was born the longest time ago has an unfair advantage now. Because they can keep reincarnating thousands of times, right? They get to keep trying. And the person who's born on the last cycle, it's unjust. That's their only shot. Or the person is born with just 2 cycles to go, or 10 cycles to go. So it only on the surface seems to solve things if you're not into math or into thinking about these sorts of things. But as you take the limit of the expression out, it's completely unjust still. If you're saying it was unjust that a baby died or something like that, right? So the same things that it attempts to solve, it does not solve. Okay, anyway. So Shamayim sounds like there's 2 heavens, right? There's 2 heavens. I think that's because we see 2 skies. We see, in the daytime, we see one view of a sky, and then there's the evening sky, which is a window out into the cosmos. So, okay, just checking in on the comments. All right, continuing. Kminchat, as a mincha haboker. This actually is a construct chain. So let's mark that. And because that last word is ha, it's going to make the whole chain definite, right? So we have haboker, the morning, or the dawn sometimes, depending on, usually in poetry it can be the dawn, but this is the morning, because the last word's the whole chain is the. So ke, like, mincha, usually ends in a hey, mincha, the mincha, the offering, the grain offering or cereal offering of haboker, of the morning. Uchel, and like, nicho'ach. This word's a little bit harder to recognize. It's nesech. Nesech. I'll write it for you. Just going to write it in, I guess we'll do white. Okay. Nesech. That is this guy. And the spelling is changed because we put that suffix on the end. Like a nesech of like it's nesech. The it is the feminine mincha, the gift, right? By the way, mincha is kind of interesting. The root is nacha, like to lead, like presumably a gift that you led there. So like it's nesech. Nesech is a libation offering, right? Or a libation pouring down of a liquid. Taaseh. You shall make for it, literally for her, the mincha, nicho'ach, le. It is for a reach. Reach is a smell, like an aroma. And you can tell this word is related to ruach, like wind, right? So a smell, a reach, can carry upon haruach, upon the wind. So like a reach, a smell. What kind of smell? Nicho'ach, pleasing, like a pleasing smell. So it is for a reach, nicho'ach, a pleasing smell. Isheh. Notice it's isheh. It's isheh, not isha. Okay? This is a segol here. Different vowel. If it was isha, it means woman, but it's isheh. So it's a fire offering. A fire offering. La Adonai, for Hashem. All right. I have earned a sip of tea. Fun with the effects. Fun with the effects. Okay, let's read through one more time. This time you do your best to translate it before I do. Okay? Iva'eid, and so it's going to tell us the object coming. Keves, the keves, kaf beit sin, if you're just listening. Keves is a young male lamb. Hasheini, the second one. Taaseh. To reminds us of you shall make. Prepare probably sounds better in English. Bein, between haarbayim, between the ayim tells you there's two of them, the two erev, the two evenings. So at dusk, right? At twilight, rather. There's another word for this in Hebrew, neshef, nun, shin, pei. Kminchat haboker. Like the mincha of the boker. Ukniskah. And like the nicho'ach of the libation offering of it, or of her. Taaseh, you shall prepare, you shall make. For it, for her. Nicho'ach, it is a smell, an aroma. Nicho'ach, a pleasant one. Isheh, a fire offering. Ladonai, is for Hashem, for Hashem. Prost. Zachem prost. Harrison's messing with me, I think. So prost is what the Germans say when they're having a drink, right? And they're supposed to stare in each other's eyes like prost. But he wrote it with Russian letters. The Russians say nazdarovia or lakhem. They're messing with me, writing German with Russian letters. Okay, next verse. Verse 42. Sorry about the weird formatting stuff. I do not have Exodus in BHQ. It hasn't been released in BHQ yet, digitally, so the Biblia Hebraica Quinta. All right, verse 42. Oh, hold on, let me deal with some things here. All right. Exodus 29:42, and the Hebrew says, olat, tamid, ledoroteikhem, petach, ochel, moed, lifnei, lifnei, Adonai. Let's stop there with the Etnachta. That is our little wishbone guy right there. It's like a semicolon in the sentence. So, olah, you can see I've marked it as construct. So it's usually olah, ayin lamed hey, ending in a hey, which is a whole burnt offering. It's something that olah, it goes up. Goes up. So, olah of a whole burnt offering of tamid, of perpetuity. Tamid means forever. For example, in the synagogue, the light that never goes out, the red light that's in front of the aron, in front of the ark, that's called the ner tamid, or there was one actually in the temple as well, right? Ner tamid, the eternal ner, the eternal lamp. Okay, so olat tamid, a perpetual whole burnt offering. For dorot. So dor is generation, dorot is generations of chem. And I don't know why I did that blue. That should have been yellow. What was I thinking? Hold on, let's see. At least we can fix it. We'll make it blue and yellow, the colors of Ukraine. May they be victorious and get their land back. Bezrat Hashem. Drive out the wicked invading force. By the way, I don't understand fellow conservatives who are against supporting the Ukraine war. We tricked them out of their nuclear weapons by promising them security. Okay, so don't be that way, Americans. You know how much value there is in the world's third largest nuclear arsenal? And they gave it all up for security assurances. So stop whining about sending weapons. We haven't had to send men. We sent weapons. Petach, ochel, moed. Petach is entrance. It's from the word petach, to open. Petach, entrance of ochel, tent of moed, meeting. And actually, mo'ed, this word here, mo'ed, it's from the root here. Ya'ad, yod, ayin, dalet. To meet up. Okay. Shit, let's see. Lifnei, before, Adonai. Okay, let's continue reading. Asher, iva'eid, lakhem, shama. Oh, we have a problem. Hold on, let me get rid of our Patreon banner. Boom. Ledaber, eileikha, sham. All right. Asher. So asher can mean a lot of things, and I've stopped coloring it yellow because I don't want you to always think of it as a person or something, right? Aleph Shin Resh is the relative pronoun, and it can mean who, like a person, or which, like a thing, or it can mean when or where, right? So this is probably where. Why is it where? Petach ochel moed, the entrance of the tent of meeting, lifnei Adonai, before Adonai, asher, where, iva'eid. So the verb here is ya'ad, yod, ayin, dalet. I've got it there for you, the root. This is a nifal, so it gets a little bit confusing, but that's why there's a dagesh in the vav. Why is there a vav at all? Does anybody know why there's a vav at all? Hey, shalom, Jeff. Oh, wow, you're at the Atlanta airport. You're in Brenda's neck of the woods, right, Brenda? How far are you from Atlanta? I know you're in Georgia, but oh, you're not in Georgia. I'm sorry. You're in such with an A, right? Having a brain issue. Alabama. Sorry, Alabama. Okay. Yeah, I said it before it showed up on my screen, by the way, Brenda. I did remember. It just popped up. I'm in Alabama after I said it. All right. So what happens here is verbs that start with a yod, like here we have the yad, very oftentimes that yod will change to a vav. All right. And it sounds kind of weird. Why would a yod become a v? But when you understand that in ancient Hebrew, the letter that we call vav today was actually a W sound, then it's not so far-fetched that you'd have a y becoming a w, right? They're not so far apart, those guys. Also, we don't need two different V sounds in Hebrew. So you understand that the beit was a v sometimes, and the vav was a w, right? They're actually different consonants. So that's I, iva'eid, will meet, or where I meet. Asher, iva'eid, where I meet. Lakhem, to you all. Shama, over there. Ledaber, to speak, or to command. Eileikha, unto you. Sham, there. Gary says it's said that the worst thing about going to hell is the connection in Atlanta. Okay, I'm going to read through. You try to translate before me. Olat tamid, an olat of tamid, continual, perpetual. Ledoroteikhem, for your generations. Petach, ochel, moed, at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Lifnei Adonai, before Adonai. Asher, where, iva'eid, where I, ya'ad, where I meet, lakhem, to you all, shama, there. Ledaber, to speak or to command, eileikha, unto you, sham, there. Hey, how you guys doing? Sure. Squeeze in another verse. I wonder. Let's see. Let's see what the next one looks like. Oh, it's kind of long. Well, we could just do 43. Maybe we'll do 43. Yeah, maybe we'll just do 43. All right, verse 43. V'no'adti shama lifnei Yisrael. Okay. V'no'adti. So again, this is yad, that same verb. It's what we call a peyod verb. Pei is the first position. So when you have a verb that starts with the yod, very often the yod disappears. Sometimes you get a vav out of it, sometimes it disappears. And that's what happened. We're just left with the ayin and the dalet. The yod is like, bye-bye. Now the noon, that noon there, let's make this a bit better, since all we need is verse 43 anyway. The noon is telling us this is a nifal, right? A nifal. So it's passive. Now the verb is kadash. You guys know kadash, right? Kuf or kof, depending how you learn it. Dalet shin is to be holy. But nikdash means it was holy, or he was holy, or he became holy. It's passive, right? And then we have a vav conversive, going to change the aspect. Then nikdash, and it will be holy. It will become holy. What will become holy? Bein or with kavod I, the kavod of I. That's my kavod, my glory, my glory. Which interesting. People look out on this word glory in some Second Temple Jewish literature. Kavod ends up being code for Mashiach, for Messiah. So that's kind of an interesting word to stow away as one of your key words when you're studying that kind of stuff. Receding. Oh, the audio went distant. Oh, so sorry. Are we better now? Yeah, my microphone got turned around somehow. I don't know what I did. The family's been practicing telekinesis lately. Maybe, something happened. Okay, thanks for calling me out on that. I hope it wasn't for long. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can knock out verse 44 while we're here. Let's see if we can knock that out. Okay. Maybe I just want, oh, what is that? There's something on the screen. Is that a splotch? What in the world? Huh. Well, I can fix this. I don't know what happened, but let's fix it. Oh, no! PowerPoint's stopping. Who told you to stop? Boom, come back. Okay. There we are. Okay. Just going to fix this guy. Sorry, it's not so neat. It's kind of got my glasses on so I can't see so closely. There we go. Fixed enough. All right. Good. All right. Verse 44. V'kidash tihi et ohel mo'ed be'et hamizbeach. Okay. So kidash ti. This is a PL. You can see there's a dagesh in the middle root letter. See that dot right there? More arm than I want to show. So kadash is to be holy. Kadash is to become holy, right? Nikdash is to be holy or become, but passively. And kidash is to designate as holy or to sanctify. So kidash to I designated as holy, or I what's the English? Caused to be holy. So vekidashti, and I shall not holify. What's the English word? Holify, sanctify. Oh, I just realized your chat is out of the way too. So if somebody's telling me holified, Gary likes holified. I will sanctify. Et we don't translate. Ohel, tent of ma'ed, meeting. Ve'et, and ham, the mizbeach, the altar. Okay, let's finish reading. Vet ahon, vet banaiv, Akadesh lechahen li. All right. Ve'et and Aharon, Aaron. Ve'et and Banaiv. That's the banim of Iv, his sons. O Kadesh. Again, a PL form. You can tell by the dagash right there on the tip of my nose. There's a dagash. So, O Kadesh, I will sanctify lechahen, another PL, but the hey can't take a dagash. But you can see it's the same vowel pattern, right? Kadesh, chahen, from the root kohen, to officiate, to act as a priest, only for me. All right. Holy eyes. The main things we understand the Hebrew, right? You might not come up with the right English word, but if you're at least understanding, that's what we're going for there. It's like why I'm forgetting it in English sometimes. It's funny. All right. Maybe I won't repeat that one. I think we're at a good time here. Let's see the next. Let me see what the next thing looks like. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But is that the end of the chapter? That's fine. We'll stop here. How'd you guys do? Any comments or questions? Nick says Tyson put blood on Evander's ear, so maybe he was holy fied. Terrible. Is that the guy whose ear he bit off? Like he bit the guy's ear in the fight? Good. Fu Manchu says I got about 60%. That's great. That's good for immersion. Very good. You're very welcome, Harrison. All right. Brenda says the live went smoothly. Bli ayin hara, without the evil eye, right? So I appreciate you all. It was nice seeing you live. No promises, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I'd like to. We'll see. I'm glad that the internet cooperated with us today. And I will catch you all later.